Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field for Greater Boston League Boys Soccer. Revere making a short trip here to Manning Field, taking on the Lynn Classical Rams. First game of the season for Revere. They'll be here a few times. They come back, this being Tuesday, they come back on Thursday to play English. And short time later, they'll be coming back and play St. Mary's. So they'll play 3 of the 5 teams here in Lynn. So I mentioned the first game for Revere, so obviously they're 0-0. Classical coming off the city tournament, where they lost the first game, but it went into overtime. So the tie, it becomes a tie. They don't recognize overtime in the state tournament, except in the state tournament. So that game, even though English won it in a humongous shootout, a long shootout, it's a tie for both teams. So Classical has a win and a tie. They knocked off Tech in the consolation round of the city tournament. So now they're back in their league schedule, taking on Revere. And Classical, in their green and gold, will put it in play at Revere in the white, as Classical kicks it deep. Christian Flores in net as Revere knocks down Chacon. And he'll get a free kick from the 15-yard line. Dead center, almost like a penalty kick, a little further, but Jose Valalta Martinez in net for the Rams. So from the 15, just a slight angle, and I would assume they're going to move that Revere picket fence back because they have to be 10 yards away from the ball. They were only 5 yards back. He's going to move them back, and it's still only 9. Now they're 10, back at the 5-yard line. So they line up. Chacon will take the kick. Rifles it. Great save. Outstanding save by Rivas. That was in under the top crossbar. He went high in the air, got a hand on it, and knocked it away. What a great save. That's an ESPN highlight. Classical's going to get a corner kick, but Revere will give him that, considering very quickly, with less than a minute, Classical is going to be on the board. Coming from the near side. Knocked away by Revere, and they kick it clear. And he'll keep it in play. Knocked away by Classical. It's going to be almost impossible to read the Revere numbers. They're on the back of the white jerseys, they are blue, but they're like minuscule. And we're 8 miles away. They give it back to Martinez to kick away. Revere keeping it in the Classical end. They knock it deep, looking for a break. Martinez comes out, blazing on a hop with a white shirt bearing down on him. Classical knocks it deep. Chacon can't get there. Revere got a head on it. Bouncing loose. Classical got a head on it. And they're going to call Revere, I think, either contact or getting a hand on the ball. Classical will get the free kick. I think it's going to be Caballo with the kick. Back checking nicely by Malara. Could have been Corral, actually. Glasgow trying to get going. Gets around a couple of defenders, still with it. Down the far side. Broken up. Revere takes it away. Gets hit, blocked, and knocked out. I think it went out off Glasgow. They knock it deep, looking for a break. Martinez will get there first and kick it away. Again, a white shirt bearing down on him. I think that was Jason Bala. Has kicked out of play behind the Revere bench area. So that's a couple of times that Revere has knocked it deep and was a step or two away from picking it up and walking in on Martinez. He was able to beat him. Revere gets called for taking Glasgow down. They'll get the free kick. They went down to 20. They're going to get the kick almost the 30-yard line. Now the referee tells them move it back. They just touched it inbounds. Revere takes it away. Pass a little bit behind. Coming down the near side, they pushed it too far. Glasgow's able to get a piece of it. And now Glasgow gets taken down again. I think that was Chacon. He got spun around and knocked down. I think it's Malara kicking it away. Kicks it wide left. And Revere kicks it out. Aaron Moreno Jr. is the head coach for Glasgow. His father is the head coach for Lynn Tech. Gerardo Rodriguez is the head guy for Revere. They're trying to make something happen, just back and forth, deep in their own end. Revere goes down. They finally get it upfield. They bang it again. Revere's out in front, trying to back check. Martinez makes a great save. I think that was Baller again. He beat the defense, got the ball, walked in. Martinez made a great save with his foot. So both goaltenders have kept it a 0-0 game. Flores very early with a great save off a free kick from Chacon, and now Bala walking in. He was just shy a couple of times. Martinez beat him to the ball, or he would have walked in before. Now he walked in and drilled it, looking for the goal, and Martinez made an outstanding save. Haskell trying to center it. Chacon trying to get around the defense, has it taken away. And Revere got bumped, contact called against Classical. Revere's going to get to kick it away. Classical collects it. Fanned on it. Now spins and knocks it away. Gets it back. Revere takes it away. Revere is senior loaded. I think they have like 12 seniors. So they're expecting a pretty good year. They had a good year last year. And expecting even more with these seniors. Classical collects. Knocks it across. Caballo. Up to Arugmeadow. And Revere knocks it out. That went off Gaviria. Barrios will throw it in. Haskell, the bicycle kick, keeps it in. Knocked it down. Defense of Revere took it away. Revere with another break. And here's Bala trying to get loose, looking for a shot. Had to go too deep to get the pass. Keeps it alive. Plasko breaks it up just as they were trying to take a shot. And a shot from long range goes high over the net and out of play. Line shot by Revere. That might have been Jimenez. It went dead center, but it was just a little too much mustard on the kick. Line shot went over everything. Martinez will get to kick it away. Gets it out to midfield, headed up by Klasko. Klasko got a piece, but right to Revere. Klasko gets it back. Bodies go down, they're going to call it on Klasko. So just about midfield, they get a free kick. And that's Mayorga knocking it in. They knock it deep. Martinez comes out again, grabs it, holds on again with a white shirt bearing down on him. Revere's come close. The one time they got loose, Martinez made a great save off Paulo with his foot. Got a foot on it and knocked it out. And he boots it past midfield. And Revere knocks it out. Classical picked it off. Classical, the difference so far has been Classical making a couple of short passes, trying to get something going, trying to work it in close. Revere, on the other hand, just kicking long, deep passes, trying to get somebody breaking in. They give it up. Classical takes it away. And picking off that pass nicely. And they tip it to the near side. They're not going to get there. It's going to go out of play. I think it was Guzman making a nice pick, and then he tried to tip it ahead. It went out of play. Looking for Corral. Trying to get in the middle. Revere picks it off. There's that deep again. And there's Revere walking in. Another great save by Martinez. Those long passes are putting a lot of pressure on the Classical goaltender. I think that was Bauer again. Here's a Classical player going down. We're going to tell them out. They've been saying Bala, and it's actually Cesar Morentes who's doing all that shooting for Revere. And Martinez has made two outstanding saves. The first one was was going in. He just got a foot on it. That last one, he just got a hand on it. So those long passes, Revere are giving them scoring opportunities, but Martinez is taking both chances away. So we got just over 23 minutes, 23 and a half actually, left in his scoreless first half. Classical and Revere, Greater Boston League Soccer. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. So I come out of the timeout. Classical will get the free kick from the 35-yard line. 0-0 the score in this Greater Boston League game. Still funny to say Greater Boston League after all the years Classical and English played in the Northeastern Conference. A little different traveling now. Instead of Swampscott, Marblehead, Peabody, Saugus, Danvers, it's Everett, Malden, Chelsea. Medford. Revere body went down. He's still down. They haven't noticed yet that the Revere player is down now. They blow the whistle. Game kept going as the Revere player got taken down. He was flat on his back right around midfield. He's going. It's good. He got up, charged a little bit to the sideline. They send the sub in. We're glad he's okay. I was about to say they kicked it straight up in the air, but they were just getting it over to the far side to the official. And he'll drop it, and Revere will put it in play. I still don't know how they come up with some of these rules. Corral blocked away from the ball by Mayorga. And here's another long pass. Looking for a break. This time they call Revere offside. This time it's Classical knocking it deep. Revere breaks it up. Back checking knocks it loose. And we got contact made. And Classical get a free kick. Classical took it away. And Revere knocked it out. Revere coming back. If they could have got the Classical bothered them going down, so they couldn't get the kick away. They had Momentez breaking down the middle again. If they could have knocked it to the net, he would have had a shot. Yep. Going in alone. But Classical good defense wouldn't let him get the pass across. They knocked it out. And now it tips. And Classical knocks it away. And Classical will hustle and keep it in. And it gets knocked out by Revere. Good hustle by Chacon to keep it in. And we got a whistle for a substitution. Wilbur Chicas will throw it in for Classical. Halfway through and counting the scoreless first half. Chacon trying to get loose. Still with it. Got taken down. He's sitting down at the 25-yard line saying, what about the call? Revere walking in. They knocked it too far. Classical took it away. And it's going to go out. And Classical was pointing upfield to get the kick, but I think it's going to be called Classical for taking the player down. Revere's going to get a free kick. It'll be close from a far angle. I think just outside the 10, I think. They put it down at the 13. It's a tough angle, but they got the shot. And they'll mark that two-person picket fence of Classical back a bit. They didn't put him anywhere near 10 yards away. 10 yards would be the 3-yard line. They get it up. Revere got a head on it. Classical will kick it away. Chacon got a foot on it. Revere got it back. Chacon with it again, broken up. Malara trying to knock it deep. And there's a takedown at the 10-yard line. Classical's going to get a shot. from the far side. Tough angle. This might be Malawa taking the kick. And they're going to mark that, the white shirt off, saying, move back here. There's a two-person picket fence, as I call it. They drill it. Another great save. Another great save by Flores. It looked like it was going to go inside the far post. He got a piece of it, knocked it down, left a rebound, but then very quickly fell on it. So the goaltenders have been the story here in the first half. And there's Revere offside again. They try to go deep again to Morentes. Nice little crowd here tonight for this game. Late start. Glasgow almost gave it away. Now they do give it away. Great save by Martinez again. And that's Morentes. Glasgow virtually gave that away. And Morentes walked in again and hit a rifle shot. Chacon centered it, but it got knocked away. Martinez has got three outstanding saves to keep this 0-0. They head it away again. Morentes trying to get loose. The referee said no takedown. He almost got loose again. Martinez with three outstanding saves. Still 0-0 here. I don't know how. Both goals have been tremendous, but Martinez has been exceptionally tremendous. Bounces loose. They knock it deep again. Trying to get around. They take the shot. They couldn't get a real good angle. Had to go to the left foot and kicked it wide left out of play. Revere will make a substitution. Trying to walk in. Nice poke check away by Glasgow's defense. Glasgow pushes it up. They try to go deep. Revere's defense takes it away. Glasgow had that one chance by Chacon that Flores made an outstanding save on. How bodies go down as Revere heads it out. I thought Revere had it out. I guess it was Glasgow that had it out. And now they're going to call contact on Chacon, and Revere will get the free kick. But Chacon's free kick from close Flores made an outstanding save. It was going in. Just got up and got a hand on it. Chacon almost took that away from Flores. And the defense came over because Flores was out of the picture. Luckily, there was no green shirts around. Or they would have had an open net to shoot at. But that's the one big save. He's made a couple of saves after that from long range. So he made that one great save. Martinez has made 3 great saves. They throw it in. Flores got a hand on it but couldn't hold on to it. Now at the side of the net, he'll dive like he's recovering a fumble. And he fell on it and saved it. And he throws it upfield. Klasko takes it away. And Klasko gets taken down. And the Klasko player is down. It skipped past the goaltender. Flores was out of the net again. They're still playing. The player is down for Klasko. And he's still down, and the referee saw it, and they're letting it go. Shot, blocked. Klasko gets it back. Now they finally blow the whistle. I don't know what they were waiting for. They let him play for a couple of minutes with the player down. And the trainer will come out to take a look. So Morentes from Revere has been having a thing with Martinez, the goalie for Klasko. Morentes, has broken away 3 times, had 3 golden opportunities, could have had 3 goals, and Martinez took all 3 away with outstanding saves. And Chacon for Klasko had that free kick from the 10, ripped it under the top crossbar, and Flores went high and just got a hand on it and knocked it away. And I believe that was Luis Sandoval Guzman, who's walking out under his own steam, so he seems to be okay. And they're going to do that. Again, these rules drive me crazy. Somehow they're going to put the ball in play. They're going to just drop it and let Klasko kick it and play. Revere with a quick throw in. Klasko breaks it up. Klasko gets bumped out of bounds. They knock, I think it was Arigmedo down. Malaro will take the kick from almost out of bounds at the 30-yard line to the near side. Gets it high in the air. Revere got a head on it and knocked it away. Klasko trying to keep it in. They blow the whistle. I'm not sure what the whistle was for. Unless he called it out of bounds. So Klasko's going to get a corner kick. Still 0-0 the score. I thought it was a corner kick. He's waiting back a couple of substitutions. I don't know if they're looking for a soccer ball. Here we go. Coming from the far corner. Out in front. It gets headed away by Revere nicely. And Glasgow gets knocked down from behind at the 20-yard line. So they're going to get a kick from a little bit of an angle. Millar will take it from the 20-yard line. Just outside the 21. Just a bit of an angle to the near side. They set up the picket fence, some of them facing the ball, some of them with their backs to the ball, so want to get hit in the face. Now they all turn around. Millar has too much foot. Kicked it for a nice field goal in football through the uprights, but kicked it way over everything out of play. Flores will kick it away. And before he does, just under 8 minutes left in this scoreless first half, we're going to get a timeout. Bouncing loose. They knock it deep again. And here's Martinez. They just held Morentes up. The defense, that might have been Mayen, that just held Morentes up so he couldn't get to the ball, and Martinez was able to come out and grab it. Glasgow took it away, but they're going to call him for contact. He just knocked it away again. He hasn't scored, but he's had a big first half. Taking it away. I said Mayen with that play. It was actually Caballa with that defensive play, getting in the way of Morentes so Martinez could grab the ball before he got a foot on it. Goes into the Glasgow bench area, off Revere. Glasgow almost took it away. Our Meadow lost it out of bounds. Yeah, we got a whistle for some reason. I don't know if he fouled up the throw-in. Again, you're throwing it in. What does it make if you throw it underhand, overhand, one hand? I think you got to have two hands way over your head throwing it in. You can't throw it like you're throwing a pass. I don't know who come up with all these rules. That's Chicas throwing it in. Chacon had it, lost it out of bounds. Cheek is trying to knock it deep. Revere's the only one there. Pops straight up in the air, it goes out of play. Classical will get the throw in down deep. And Cheekis again will throw it in. Revere knocks it out. I think it was Corral who was trying to lead down the right side, and Revere knocked it away. So Classical will get the throw in again. Cheekis will do it again. Here we go again. Cheekis move it down a little further. They finally get it in. And Classical knocks it out. Flores will get to kick it away. By everybody. Classical gets a head on it. They keep it in. It's down the far side. Trying to walk in. And it gets knocked out. 2 minutes straight up left. So the clock now will be kept by the officials down on the field. Another rule I don't understand. They shut the clock off with 2 minutes in the first half. 5 minutes in the second half. It's going to be another corner kick for Classical from the far side. Revere gets a head on it and knocks it away. Classical slides and knocks it away. They knock it deep. And it's another foot race. Bodies go down as they try to... Both players, one trying to get the ball, the other one trying to take the ball around the defense. They both went flat. Martinez was able to grab it, get rid of it. Classical knocks it deep. Nobody back there except white shirts. As we're winding down this first scoreless half. Classical had a major shootout with English in overtime, but that was in the city tournament. Somebody had to go to the championship round because they don't play overtime during the regular season. It's not recognized by the MAAA. You look at this game and say, one goal could be huge. And you look at the Classical defense and say, how many times are you going to let Morentes get loose and have Martinez have to make ESPN highlight saves? Classical would love to score a late goal here. Obviously, so with Revere. They blow the whistle, and that's going to be it. So we started dead even. We ended dead even. The first chance, Chacon had a shot from the 10-yard line on a free kick. He drilled it going under the top crossbar, and Flores made an outstanding save. And then 3 times, Cesar Morentes got loose coming down against Martinez, and Martinez made 3 outstanding saves, keeping Classical in the game. So the goaltenders are the story, along with Morentes with his 3 scoring opportunities and Chacon with his, But it's after all of that, we're right back where we started. Dead even. Classical nothing, Revere nothing at halftime. Welcome back to Manning Field. We're set to start the second half, and we'll start the same way we started the first half. The only difference is Revere will put it in play, as with 0-0. Again, Cesar Morentes with 3 golden opportunities, and Jose Peralta Martinez made 3 unbelievable saves. Flores had 1 major save early on where Classical could have grabbed a 1-0 lead. And Revere a couple of times have been awful close to sending Morentes in again. They love to throw that long pass and let him go. And they've stopped him a couple of times, but on those 3 breakaways, Martinez was outstanding. So we'll see if we can break the ice here in the second half. 3rd game of the season for Classical. They're 1-0-1. First game for Revere. It's being Tuesday, they could almost stay over. They're going to be back here Thursday night against Lynn English. So we're underway. And they knock it high and deep again. Headed away. And I still can't believe, I don't know why the young man that gets his head on like that doesn't go down flat and unconscious. That's not a marshmallow. That's a very heavy soccer ball. That was hit a mile up in the air, dropped down almost like from heaven, and he just went up and headed away, and it didn't bother him at all. It skips past everybody. The defense is there to clear it away. And he tried to knock it deep. Revere picks it off. Classical has been content to make a few passes, trying to beat the defense, try to get in to take a shot. Revere has been virtually content to make those long passes, trying to get breakaways. Here's that long shot again. Revere was way offside. Did he give a card to the Revere team? They called him offside, and then he kicked the ball out and under the scoreboard, and I think that got him a card. He's going to the sideline, and they have to make a substitution. Martinez kicks it away. They knock it deep. It gets headed back. To the far side. And threw the pass a little bit behind the receiver. It went out of play. Again, a nice little crowd for this late Tuesday night game. Revere with the throw-in. Classical boots it back the other way. And it bounced up and got Classical on the hand, I think. Actually, he was out of bounds, went off Classical. Now it goes out off Revere. So back and forth we go. Revere picks the throw off. Deflected off a couple of players. Revere winds up with it. Here's looking for the ball. Got an ankle and instead. Now they're taking it back and doing it again. From long range, Klasko blocked the shot. If it got through, it would have been on net. Klasko knocks it out, up in the seats. Actually went down the entrance over there, went down and wound up behind the stands. Luckily, there's a fan over there chasing the ball. Revere knocks it ahead, skips it through. Klasko got a piece, knocked it away. Revere's there to pick it off and keep it in play. And it gets knocked out by Klasko. I mentioned before, one goal in this game would look like 7, the way they're going. Klasko gets bottled up by 3 defenders. And Revere knocked it out. Totally different. Klasko trying to squirm their way through one-on-one. Flores way out of the net, gets the pass and knocks it upfield. Rueda had it, lost it, it went out of bounds. Klasko throws it in. They knock it deep, looking for a break. And it goes out. A little too far and off to the right with that kick. Revere will throw it in. The Patriots against the Rams. As Klasko breaks it up. They kick it all the way back. All the way back to Malara. He threw it a little too far ahead for Amaya. Rueda will throw it in again. Chacon couldn't collect. They knock it all the way back to Rivas. He gives it up. Klasko, nice little check, broke it away. Revere gets it back. Revere down the far side. They overran it. They had it. They were going to break in. They did everything. They forgot the ball. They ran by it. And it went out off Revere. They just flat out missed the ball. Chacon hustling. Broken up nicely by the defense. He was looking to walk in. Revere coming down the far side. Slips it through. And the kick went wide. Never got to the net. Martinez will kick it away. Headed to the Revere end. Kick straight up in the air and out of play. Glasgow will put it in play. Chacon broken up. And try to go deep again. Broken up. Nice job, Glasgow. There's that deep pass again. They got a head on it. It got knocked away. Martinez will pick it up. Glasgow got a head on the high bouncing ball. Headed away. Martinez tracked it down. He'll kick it away. Booming, long kick, way past midfield. Past Chacon, who was down there. Glasgow winds up with it. That's Amaya giving it up. Corral. Glasgow, nice little shift. Tipped it too far for Corral. I think Revere kicked it out. So Glasgow get the throw in down deep. Corral might have been able to get at least get a shot, but they threw it too far away. So from down deep on the far side, the throw in. Glasgow kept it alive. Bodies go down. And they call Glasgow for the takedown. Revere will get to kick it away. They do it quickly. Down the near side. Amaya. Trying to get it to Chacon. It got broken up. Actually, I think that was Bala. Glasgow broke it up. They take it away. Nice defense. Down the far side. Revere took it away. It gets knocked upfield. Glasgow kicks it up. It went out into Revere bench area. And Glasgow will get the throw in. The free kick, they knock it deep. Loose. Revere kicks it away. Headed away. Glasgow gets taken down. They're going to get a free kick from inside the 40. Not lot of bodies hitting the turf in this non-contact sport. They lined it up a lot further than they were supposed to take it. The referee's moving it back just inside the 40-yard line. They don't take it deep. Now they try to kick it deep, headed away by the defense. Haskell almost gave it away, like, I got it, no, you got it, nobody got it. That was Chacon trying to get loose, trying to walk in, broke it up, gets it back, trying to walk in again, takes the shot. It got blocked out in front. He threw it out in front, there was nobody home. Nice bid by Edison Chacon. He beat a couple of defenders, they knocked it loose, he got it back. Couldn't really get the shot off. It got blocked. He wound up getting it back. Threw it toward the net. It was out in front, but there was nothing but white shirts there. They knocked it out. So he just sailed wide and off Chacon's foot. Revere will get the throw in. They knock it deep. Revere walking around. Classical, nice defense, broke it up. That might have been Caballo breaking that up. Glasgow, it went out, but they got tripped and knocked down. They took Limkoff down, but the ball went out of bounds. Are they calling it? They're calling the contact. The ball was, no question the ball was out of bounds. And then they took Limkoff down. So Alan Malaro will get another kick. Drills it down. He was looking for Amaya. Drilled it down the near side. It went right by everybody and out of bounds. Revere putting it back in play. Glasgow knocked it out. I think that was Chacon sliding, trying to get a piece. Got a piece, but knocked it out. Bodies go down on both sides. The ball stays in play. Bodies go down again. Corral got taken down. Mayorga, he was just looking for the ball. Missed the ball, cut the ankle, took Corral down. Revere going after the official. Lara drills it. Head knocks it straight up in the air. Straight up in the air again. Straight up in the air again. 3-head, 4-headers. 5-headers. Revere finally clears it, and it gets headed back upfield as Classical gets knocked down. And the Classical player is down. So we've almost reached the halfway mark. It's nice to see the player getting up. And gingerly going to the sideline, so he looks like he's okay. Favoring that left leg or ankle a little bit, trying to run it off. But looks okay. So back and forth we go. All the real scoring opportunities were in the first half. Martinez with those 3 outstanding saves, and Flores with another one on his end. As we get a substitution. So still 0-0 as they give the ball back to Flores. And Revere will put it back up the field. And I thought they were going to drill it back upfield. Revere trying to walk in. Back checking, they're going to call Classical for contact, I think. Halfway through and counting the second half, still 0-0. Free kick coming from outside the 15 at a tough angle. And substitution for Classical first. Now we're set. They fake it. They give a couple of passes. Looking to walk in. They center it. It got blocked nicely by the defense. Martinez picks it off. Defense got it. They made a couple of nice passes, Revere, set up a nice play, got the shot, it got blocked by the defense, and it got popped up, and Martinez grabbed it. So a nice little fake of the kick, set up almost a scoring opportunity. The defense took it away. Could have been Cabal, could have been Malara. Walking in, it got blocked away. They couldn't get the shot off. And now they knock it away. They looked like they were going to walk right in and bang it home. And they couldn't get the shot off. And then it was a maze of players. The ball popped loose, and they had to grab it, and then they kicked it, and they got under it and popped it out of play. And it got blocked by Classical, so Revere, I think this is Revere's first corner kick. They don't take it, they put it in play, trying to walk in. Can't get the shot off. Bodies go down. Revere was looking for a penalty kick because it would have been in the zone. But the ball got deflected. I thought it went out. I thought it would be a corner kick. It's going to be shorter than a corner kick. A little better angle, too. Right at the goal line. Costco's got one defender. They didn't set up any picket fence. They drill it out in front. I think they called Revere offside. Costco's going to get to kick it away. So Revere all over the net the last minute or so. And Costco's been able to hold them off. And now with 10 seconds, over 16 minutes left in this 0-0 Greater Boston League game, we're going to time out down in the field. Out of the timeout, Classical battling, push it ahead, Revere knocks it away. Right to Amaya. Amaya gets it back. They complete the pass to Chacon. Here he comes. Watch him trying to split the defense. They take him down. He take it away. And here's that long pass again. It gets by, and we got another foot race. And this time Revere is going to take Classical down. Lorenzez looked like he was going to have another breakaway. Classical was coming from behind the defense. And it might have been Caballo again. Coming from behind, not letting him get loose, and then Lorenzez took him down. So Millar will get another free kick, and he boosts it long and deep again. Headed away by Revere. Classical knocks it out. And I notice up here we got a Classical player down, away from the play. Only the third game of the season, with the being very cool, running up and down. That can probably cause muscle cramps. Hopefully, that's all it is. Trainer for Classical out working, trying to stretch that leg back. So 0-0, this Greater Boston League battle. And we mentioned Martinez made those three outstanding saves in the first half off Lorenzez. When Cesar Lorenzez took those long passes and was all by himself, and he couldn't score. Martinez took all three away, and Chacon had that early free kick from the 10-yard line, dead on, almost like a penalty kick. Drilled it under the top crossbar, dead center, but Flores went up as high as he could and just got a hand on it and knocked it away. And then that last series, it looked like Revere was going to walk right in that far side and at least have a shot, possibly blast it home. And it got bobbled up, couldn't get the shot off. It was loose, and Classical finally kicked it away. So we've had a couple of closies, most of them by Revere. As the player gets up and kind of hops to the sideline, let's hope he'll be okay. Just under 15 minutes left in the scoreless tie. We mentioned first game of the season for Revere. Classical coming off the 2 games in the Lynn City Series. Losing their first game to arch rival English in a long shootout. And then defeating Lynn Tech. And that was a family affair. Eric Moreno Jr. knocked off Eric Moreno Sr. We've had a few of those in the City Series over the years. Eric Jr., the coach of Classical, Eric Sr., the coach of Lynn Tech, have met each other quite often in the City tournament. Classical breaks it up. Got knocked out by Revere. Revere took it away. It rolls out in front. Martinez doesn't bother catching it. He kicks it away. And Classical clears it away. I thought he'd grab it and kick it deep. Revere in control. Back to midfield. And they give it back to Flores, who kicks it away. I guess Guzman getting a head on it. Wasn't Guzman. It was Robles, I believe. I'm not sure what the whistle was for. Classical was chasing the ball. They blew the whistle. And Revere was going to get a throw-in from their own bench. Headed away. Classical kicks it away. Revere in control. Blocked and knocked out by Classical. And they throw it in. I think they thought the gentleman throwing it in was going to break downfield, and they threw the lead pass, but he didn't break. It just went out off Bala. Bala picks it off, knocks it deep. It went off the back of a Revere player. It's loose. Classical will kick it out and get it away from the net. Bala knocked it deep. It actually went off the back of a Revere player going to the net. Bouncing loose. They knocked it over the net. Everybody got excited because the net moved, but it was over the net. They wanted the bouncing ball. They couldn't get control because it was bouncing, and they chipped it rather than blast it. And looked like it might have gone into the under the top crossbar, but it actually hit the football crossbar and bounced to the back of the net, and Martinez will kick it away. So that was close. Glasgow trying to keep it in, and that was Robles reached for it and kicked it out of play. Quick throw in. 10 minutes and counting left in this scoreless game. Revere has the better of the play here in the second half, keeping it in the Classical end. Glasgow's been playing defense most of this half. Revere's going to get called for. They tried to get around Classical and they knocked them down doing it. So Classical should get the free kick. They're giving it to Revere. Revere was the player that they knocked the Classical player down. It was like a two-handed push, and they're giving Classical a free kick. Revere got a huge break with that one. I think this Rueda got a foot on it, but they knocked it away from the net. And they kick it back, but they had already called Revere offside. Oh, Malaro will get to kick it away again. He's used that right foot quite a bit. Gets knocked out by Schneider-Rivas. Now they're calling it contact. They're calling it a kick. Malaro will do it again. Just outside the 40-yard line here on the near side. Everybody milling around, picking a partner. He knocks it very deep. And there's a collision with the goaltender. That might have been Chacon. He knocked it right to the net. Chacon and the goaltender both came together and it went off. And Revere takes it back. Bala knocks it away. They give it back to Flores. That was one of the few times that Glasgow's been in the Revere end. Just blocked by the Glasgow defense as they were lining up a shot. Revere has kept the pressure on, but they really haven't threatened Martinez like they did in the first half with those three big shots by Morentes. Now the pass goes by everybody out of play, and there's a Revere player down. So we had a few of these. The teams are going to take an opportunity to go to the sideline and take a timeout. I don't know if the Glasgow player was hurt. That was Chacon. He was laying flat on his back at midfield. So while they work on the Revere player, just under 7 minutes left in a 0-0 tie, we'll take a quick break. We didn't get the number of the Revere player. We hope he's going to be okay. He looked a little uncomfortable, but he was walking to the bench, or hopefully he'll be okay. as we get back. Glasgow will throw it in. And it goes out off Revere. Oh, nice push from behind by Bala. Chacon lost it, got it back, and they're going to call him for taking Revere down. And now Revere runs right at Chacon and knocks it down. The official blows the whistle. And I think Chacon got knocked, collision. And then I think the Revere player was trying to make amends for his player getting run in, and he ran in and took Chacon down. I thought he was coming over to give the young man a card. That was Bala. Glasgow breaks it up right to Revere. They keep it alive. Rueda slides it across. It was bouncing. They couldn't get a foot on it to get the shot. And now Revere scores. They knocked it home. It deflected out in front. And they had no chance. They kept it alive. The second half has been all Revere keeping it in the Classical end. Classical's only had it there, I think, once with a possibility with a clearing open pass. But now a late goal by Revere, and I apologize, we didn't come close to getting it. He ran over to the sideline, was hoping he was going to run upfield, and as soon as he ran to the sideline, he was surrounded by a bunch of white shirts. So we never did get the number. I apologize for that. It's very difficult. You know, you don't have. That's going to be a takedown as they went down around the ankles and took the player down. And I think the referee is going to give a card. To the Classical player. He went down like he was making a block in football, and went down and took the player down around the ankles. So again, there's no official scorer. There's nobody. We're not in touch with the bench. We don't have a monitor, replay. And it happens all the time. As soon as somebody scores, everybody surrounds a group, and it's very difficult to pick up the player that scores the goal. Shot coming from inside the 15 from a little bit of an angle to the near side. Clock will run for 5 seconds and it'll shut off, and the last 5 minutes will be kept by the official down on the field. Headed away by Classical. Revere collects, and as usual in the second half, it's been in the Classical end. And Revere's going to get called for the takedown. Classical has not been able to do anything in the second half offensively. Ballara, one kick, got it right to the net, and Chacon and Flores, the goaltender, collided, and the ball got knocked away, and that's as close as they've come here in the second half. I mentioned before, one goal's going to look awful big. And it certainly looks huge right now as we got contact against Glasgow. And Glasgow has just hadn't had any offense at all in this second half. Revere has kept them pinned in their own end. And it's back there again. Blocked by Glasgow and taken away. Glasgow looking to go. Trying to split. Went between two defenders. Went down. Revere knocked it out. Robles with the quick throw in. Corral trying to center it. Revere content to knock it upfield. Mayorga knocks it deep. A break. Revere's going to get there first. And they knock it home. I think that was Marentes. They tracked it down. They got to the ball first. They center it out in front. And they just banged it home. And that's going to be the cherry on the sundae as they make it 2-0. So in the last 5.5 minutes or so, Revere has scored 2 goals and put this one away. It was 0-0 forever. And Glasgow is going to suffer their first loss. And Revere is going to go 1-0 on the early season. And it'll be a happy bus ride back to Revere. And Glasgow will look next game to see if they can get some offense going. I would say at least 90% of this second half has been played in the Glasgow end. Almost like the field was tilted to the right. And for a while it looked like they were going to hold them off and maybe be 0-0. Loose, headed away. Chacon got a piece, tried to head it to the net. Revere knocked it away. Flores is having a fairly easy time in this second half. He really only had the one big stop on Chacon very early in the game. Chacon's shot beat the goaltender. It hit, was going over the goaltender's head, dead center under the top crossbar. Flores did a great job. Got up in the air and just got a hand on the ball. Revere takes a Glasgow player down. Can't be much time left. I'm glad he's up. He was laying on the ground like he was shot by a gun. But thank God he's up and he's running around. Glasgow Malaro will get another kick from just outside the 20-yard line. They're putting it right at the 20-yard line from an angle. This is the closest they've been the entire second half. Now they moved it back to the 23. Palara drills it. Two-handed push by Flores, knocks it away. Palara got it right in the middle of the net. Flores got two hands on it, knocked it away, and Classical knocked it out. Revere in no hurry. Time winding down. Just waiting for the whistle to blow and give Revere their first win. As they push it upfield, they knock it deep. Amai was there to knock it away and knock it out. The only thing left now is the official to blow the whistle, because this one is winding down and Revere's going to win it. We believe it was Morentes with the second goal. We apologize. We did not, no way possible to get who scored the first goal. If it was halftime, we could go down and ask the team. And the train is coming out again with Revere player down. We haven't gone very long without somebody going down. And again, it's the leg, and they'll try to stretch it out. Now, at this stage, the official could probably blow the whistle and say, that's it. It's 2-0. There can't be more than a minute or so left. And nobody is going to really squawk if they look and say, you know what, that's it. But they have the player out of bounds and they're going to throw it back in. Robles knocks it to the middle. Blocked by Mayorga. And it goes out off Revere. Glasgow broken up. Mayorga trying to knock it deep. Glasgow blocked it, headed away. Revere takes it away. You wonder how long this last 5 minutes is going to be. Out off Glasgow. Again, Revere taking their time. Not in any big rush. And why would they be? Mayorga will throw it in. They knock it deep. Chacon gets broken up. They let it go back to Flores. He kicks it away. And it goes into the classical bench area. And they blow the whistle, and that's it. So it was 0-0, both teams battling. Revere had the edge in the second half with Territorial, and it finally paid off as with just about 6 minutes left, maybe just a little more, Revere got the first goal. It was the difference. They scored again late. They got two very late goals to break that 0-0 tie. And Revere will get their first win of the season. They'll go 1-0. Glasgow will go to 1-1. Martinez was exceptional in the net for Glasgow, especially in the first half. He made those three tremendous saves on Morentes breakaways that were ESPN highlights. Flores made one big save in the first half. Second half, he didn't really have to do anything. The ball was mostly in the Glasgow territory as Revere put the pressure on and finally paid off, getting two late goals and getting the win here for their first win of the season. So Revere again goes 1-0, 1-0. Classical will get to 500, 1-1-1. Revere with the two very late 6 minutes or so, 2 goals, wins it over Classical 2-0 in this Greater Boston League battle. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.